Hey there, boys and girls. Today it's time to do an Inkcyclopedia entry for Montblanc Winter Glow. As far as I understand, this is a limited edition ink. This was very kindly provided to us by Appelboom Pennen. Note the link. It's a shop in the Netherlands, and Joost Appelboom, the owner, just contacted me, asked me whether we would be interested in doing a review of this ink. So, of course we are, and I'm doing that today. So I'll just talk you through, and just a small reminder, at some point we will give this ink away. So if you would like to have this, keep your eyes peeled. Winter Glow. So let's have a look at the box. This is actually the first ink, I think, of which I show you the box. I think it has a pretty nice box. It's simple, it's cardboard, but it feels very smooth, like it's laminated or something. It has Winter Glow on there, like a red ribbon, and it has a nice wintry landscape. I'm sure you can't really see that, but that's trees and snow and stuff. It looks nice. Then it has Montblanc on there. It has 30 milliliters on there. It says that it's ink in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 languages. Let me see if I can actually read the Cyrillic. Chernila. I can make nothing from that resembles the Western word. Anyway, I tried. Made in Austria. That's what it says in the box. Does that mean the ink is made in Austria? That's just the box. Well, it doesn't really matter. We open it up. Out comes a 30, I think, yes, 30 milliliter bottle, which looks quite different from the regular Montblanc bottles, which have those large, elongated, long shapes. I think this looks quite nice, quite distinguished. You're paying a bit more for this ink, I think. I'm not absolutely sure, but being a limited edition, I think it's probably a bit more expensive, but it does look good. I mean, you are getting a nice bottle. Note this little plastic flap that's still on there. I left it on there because this ink will be given away. It has the Montblanc logo on there. When you open it up, I can't tilt the bottle, of course, but you get a nice wide neck. A 149 will easily fit in there. A dark red ink, because it's red. Winter Glow may suggest it's a glow in the dark, greenish stuff. No, this is a full dark red color. Nice ribs. I think this is a very nice bottle. They did well with that. I'll put it back into the box. My experience with the ink, of course, I've only owned this for a few days. I haven't used it myself. I've just inked up a couple of pens, and I've done the Inkcyclopedia entry for this, and that's all there's to it. So I can't really tell you how the ink performs under all kinds of circumstances, simply because I haven't tried that out. So we'll just have to see. Writing sample is next. I hope this is going to be useful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go with Winter Glow. Montblanc. To the best of my knowledge, excuse me, this is going to be a limited edition ink. So if you want it, scoop it up now. Well, fine writing. So far what I'm getting is a very dark red. A nice red. Not a bright, sparkly red, but a dark, saturated red. Medium. Good flow, no hard starts. I inked up this pen. I didn't use it this morning. Now that I'm shooting this, I inked it up last night. As you can see, it wrote straight away. No hard starts, no skips, nothing. Finally, an italic. So, there we have it. How about some passes? There we go. Let's try to get some flex in here. Hoo. 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 Quite so. Railroading. I was going too fast, probably. Let's try that again after I try to squeeze a little bit more ink down the feed. Pen rotation. I rotated the pen too much. This is a new flex pen. I still have to figure out how exactly to hold this one a little bit. Apparently not like that. OBKB, on to the next one. Medium. Let's have a look if I can see if I can squeeze some flex in there. As you know, this is not the most flexible of nibs. Steel. Quite hard. But very smooth. How was we doing on wetness? Oh, that looks good to me. Let's do a second pass. Good. On with the broad nib. Some line variation. Ho. 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 Nice dark red. I'm enjoying this color. Italic. Hey yo, dig it's a dog. Okay. How about we do some writing with a 6mm nib. This is red. What do I make of red? Let me see. The R for red. This is a little meager. add a bit of flourish there. Better. Right. Then I want to do some writing with a medium. Nib. And of course, I nearly forgot the Tardif test. Now, especially for the Tardif test, I'm grabbing the ink bottle. I thought I would get a cute little knife that should fit better into the bottle. Now this is going to be red ink on a knife, which is going to be a little sick, but well, you only live once. I'm not really sure what the bearing of that is on anything I said before, but there we go. Better than last time. Okay, let's do a third pass. I'm just going to close up that knife before I accidentally grab it. And then again, if I would bleed on the paper, you wouldn't really see the difference with this ink, would you? Okay, so this is still drying out a bit. I think this is dry. That looks dry to me. Let's take the brush and some water and see how this ink fares in water. And then, meanwhile, in Gotham City, I did do a third pass, right? I forgot. Did I or did I not? Bloody hell, you're not saying anything, are you? Stonewalling me. Well, there we go. I'll just do a second one. That's going to be a 3-pass thing, then at least we can be sure. Meanwhile, in Gotham City, let's do a scorecard. Cleaning. No clue. Just got the ink 2 days ago, put it in pens. I don't have any idea. Red can be a little bit more staining, and if you happen to look at this converter, I'm not sure how I can see that. There is this, I should probably take off. You see that air bubble moving around? If I put it all the way to the back, I do see that this converter has turned somewhat red, but I have no idea how difficult it will be to clean. I am assuming, I mean, this is a Montblanc ink, they know what they're doing. I'm assuming it's going to be good. So I'll write down okay to good. Gross assumption. Figure it out yourself. But this is just a polite way of saying that. Bleed through. Bleed through. Come back to that. Color. Well, a deep red. Second pass time. I mean, it is time for a second pass. This is doing encyclopedias is not my second favorite pastime or anything. Okay, color. We have color. We have shading. Shading. Well, shading, I would say, is very good. Have a look at this. I mean, look at that beautiful, nice. It's definitely there. You can see it here. We have some lighter red and some darker patches. I would say this is pretty good. Good. Or pretty cool. I wanted to combine it and say good, but that's not really a word. Shading, I would say, is okay to good. I wouldn't call it stunning. I mean, I have seen inks that, like Apache Sunset, that have this extremely stunning shading effect. But you know, it's pretty good, I would say. Flow. Flow is excellent. No problems whatsoever. Flows in every pen. I put it in right straight away. Very good. Drying time. Well, this is Rhodia paper, but I have the feeling drying time is good. That's proven there. Third pass, then at least we have 3 passes. There we go. Waterproofness. Well, we've got to figure that out, don't we? Not completely done yet. And then we have the feathering. I'll have to come back to that after using some cheap paper. But for now, 'tis the eyedropper of death. Ooh. Let's see how good this ink fares, how well it fares, how it fares, what it does, how it doesn't do, what it does and does not do, everything it can and cannot do. And we just let it be. Let's check out this. The writing is pretty much gone. There's not a lot more to see. As you can see, the writing, I mean the word writing, is still somewhat legible, but the word regular is pretty much wiped out. So it's too bad. I'm grabbing a tissue, and I think it's time to draw up this excess water. Well, that's not too shabby, is it? That is completely legible. I'm surprised. So this was regular writing, and I just put a brush of water through it, and I just dropped water on there, gave it a bit longer to dry, and it works. So what do we make of that? Waterproofness. Okay to good? Clearly it's not a fully waterproofing, but if I see this, then I'm pretty impressed, actually. We'll just have to see about that. I leave that up to your well-informed opinions. One ink I'd like to show you. What do? Let's take the fine nib. So here we have Montblanc Winter Glow. I would like to show you a comparison. Here we have, I hope the pen writes, just inked it up. So it does. B.R.E 1670 Rouge Hématite. Well, well, well. Isn't that funny? I think those inks are kind of related. Not sure about you. You know, just to give you an idea, not suggesting anything, just politely insinuating. Let's get this out, get some cheap copier paper. Cheap copier paper. Pens, what happened to my fine? Oh, there it is. Ho ho ho! Winter Glow! Medium. Ho 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 ho! Winter Glow. Broad nibbage. Winter Glow. Oh. Winter Glow. How about a bit of flex? Railroading. No. And a bit of fat writing. Fat. Alright. I think we've covered it all. So, the color, again, this nice dark saturated red. Feathering, definitely present when you flex. But with regular writing, I don't really see any. Maybe if I would use a broad nib and go really slow. Laying down a lot of ink. I still don't see a whole lot of feathering. So it is there, but that's with a flex nib laying down a lot of ink. With the 6mm nib, it's actually not that bad. I mean, you see a little bit around the parts where I really put down a lot of ink, but in general with these lines you hardly see any feathering, so that's not bad at all. Now what I want to see is bleed through. There we go. Bleed through is very bad for the flex writing and the fat writing. For the regular writing, it seems to be within acceptable limits. A little, sorry, a little dot here and there. I wouldn't worry too much about that. But if you want to do flex writing on this kind of paper, then expect serious bleed through. Now, of course, I did the same thing on the Rhodia paper. Bleed through with the Tardif test. Some with the what do you call that? The wet writing. But with the regular writing, things seem to be pretty much okay. So what do we conclude from the Tardif test? Well, I think we've got a nice smudge of ink there, get some nice idea of the shading that's possible. Of course, we also get that idea from the triple passes test. A nice dark red there, and it gets darker as you add more passes. So that's cool. Some nice shading. Let's finish up the scorecard. Bleed through. Good. Good? No, good. Except in flex. I hope you understand what I mean. Feathering. Good. Because in regular writing, even on cheaper paper, I don't really see any feathering. One thing I would like to point out, and that's the final thing I'll say about this ink, if you have a look at this, you'll see that the Gerbin has this sort of gold sheen. You see that? Some people love it, some people don't. For me it really depends on the type of writing I'm trying to do. But, you know, here you have it. The Winter Glow does not seem to have that. It doesn't have that sheen. Now, I'm not sure how well my camera picks it up, but especially if you look at this J, there's definitely a lot of gold sheen. And here, even with the flex writing, there is none. So, you know, just saying, if that's not what you like, then maybe the Winter Glow will be a better option. Apart from that, I think the inks are very closely related. They're not identical, but they are definitely in the same family of dark reds. Okay, there you have it. FP Geeks Inkcyclopedia entry for Montblanc Winter Glow. You want to get this, then keep an eye on the site and you can win it at some point, but I'm not sure when yet. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Happy holidays, have a happy new year. Bye bye.